The evening sun casted long shadows on the daycare's front doors.
I pressed his face against the window, peering inside.
Toys lay scattered, remnants of the children's play.
But it wasn't the toys that held my gaze, it was her.
Julie. Her back was to him, her blonde hair shimmering under the dim lights as she tidied up.
I knew I shouldn't be here, knew it was wrong.
She messaged him that she deleted all his pictures and threw the hard copies in the trash. Then she blocked him online. A court order barred him from going near her, a cruel reminder of his past transgressions.
But the need to see her, to be near her, gnawed at me, an insatiable hunger.
Each day, he watched from afar. The way her face lit up when a child giggled, the gentle way she held them, comforted them.
My Julie, so innocent, so pure, and so utterly unattainable.
But tonight felt different. Tonight, desperation clawed at him, fueled by a dangerous obsession and a whisper of a plan as reckless as it was insane. Inside my head, I could hear her voice, a voice of reason.
David, why are you doing this?
The lock on the back door was old, easily giving way to his skills. He slipped inside, heart pounding against his ribs, a cacophony of fear and anticipation. The air hung heavy with the scent of milk and crayons. He moved through the shadows, a phantom in the night, towards his goal. The storage room. He knew it was there.
I saw her go in that morning, carrying a box filled with clothes and old toys. Inside the storage room, the air was thick with a lemon chemical tang. I pulled out the stolen vial from my boss's lab. A shiver ran down my spine as my eyes fell on the prize. The de-aging serum. I first read about it from a paper that I found in the trash while I was cleaning up. A scientific marvel, a dangerous elixir. But danger was a small price to pay. My fingers closed around a vial, the thin glass cold against my skin. It was time to become someone new, someone she wouldn't fear, someone she could love. Just maybe I could learn some things about Julie to get back on her good side.
He hesitated for a moment, the vial trembling in his hand. The air seemed to crackle with the weight of his decision.
I took a shuddering breath, uncorked the vial, and downed the serum in one gulp. Fire raced down my throat, burning, consuming. I nearly crumpled to the floor, my body racked with pain. My bones creaked, my muscles spasmed as years seemed to melt away. My vision blurred, the world spinning into a dizzying kaleidoscope of colors and shapes. My thoughts, once sharp and clear, dissolved into a jumbled mess. Fear, cold and primal, gripped me. What had I done? I was trapped, my mind shrinking, my body betraying me. I wanted to scream, but only a whimper escaped my lips. I stripped off my clothing and stuffed it deep in the box marked for donations. I left the storage room naked, clutching the teddy bear with the antidote of aging serum hidden within. The name Davy written in marker on the bottom of the bear.
Section 4, Metamorphosis.
The first thing Julie noticed was the crying, a soft mewling sound coming from the play area. She set down the stack of learning picture books and followed the sound. And then, she saw him.
A baby, no more than a year old, lay abandoned on the floor. He was naked while clutching a used teddy bear. Baby's eyes squeezed shut as he wailed, his tiny fists clenched.
Her heart ached with pity. Who could leave a child like this? She carefully lifted him, cradling him close, his cries softening as she rocked him gently.
He smells faintly of something else, a familiar scent I can't quite place, maybe like one of my close friends.
She searched for a note, a diaper bag, anything that might fully identify him. But there was nothing. He was completely alone save for that bear with his name on it. And in that moment, she knew she couldn't just leave him.
I will care for him, protect him. He will be my responsibility now.
Section 5, Abandoned and Found. Julie fished out her cell phone to start calling people. The police were called, and very short investigation launched. But no one came forward. No missing child report was filed that matched Davy's looks. He was a mystery, a tiny enigma that had stumbled into their lives. Julie, unable to bear the thought of him being placed in the system, volunteered to foster him, since she was already registered as a foster man.
I kept the name Davy, and he have a fresh start with me. I settled into a routine, feeding him, changing him, bathing him with myself while soothing his cries. He was a quiet baby, content to be held, his big blue eyes watching my every move.
Sometimes when she looked into those eyes, she felt a strange chill, a sense of familiarity that she couldn't shake off.
But she brushed it aside, attributing it to exhaustion and the overwhelming responsibility of caring for a child. Section 6, The Bear's Secret is Lost. Life had settled into a new normal with Davy, the days blending into nights filled with the soft coos and cries of the infant. Davy was learning to talk, walk properly and not getting his way a lot of the times. But amidst the quiet chaos, Davy was considering changing back soon. He lost a lot of his freedoms as a baby. Julie had become his warden, Julie micromanaging his life, what he could watch, where they went, and what to eat. David hated the healthy stuff he was forced to fill his belly with. One evening, as Julie was tidying up, she noticed Davy's favorite teddy bear, Ted, had become a little dirty from constant cuddling and the fact Davy carried it everywhere. Without a second thought, she tossed Ted into the washing machine, setting it to a hard cycle while Davy was down for a nap on the floor mat. Any minute now, he'd be awake. The machine whirred to life, and Julie turned to attend to Davy's dinner. But as the minutes ticked by, an uneasy feeling crept over her. She could hear the faint sounds of something breaking, a noise that seemed out of place. She rushed back to the laundry room, her heart pounding. Thankfully, the washer machine wasn't leaking and the sound was gone now. "Julie, stop wash!" Davy's voice rang out, filled with urgency. He awakened from his nap and rushed to the glass door of the front-end washing machine. Julie watched as he tried to pry it open and pounded his little fists against it, getting more upset the longer it went on. "No wash, Twed. Me no baby," he pleaded, his eyes wide with panic. She was slightly confused by his baby talk at first, and she quickly turned off the machine and opened the door. Ted lay there, soaked and half falling apart, but something else was different. The teddy bear looked more worn and older than before. "Oh no?" Julie whispered, her voice full of regret. David's face went pale and he started bawling. "No," he said quietly as tears streamed down his face. "I'm so sorry, Davy. Ted was a lot older than I thought." Julie's mind raced. Davy loved that bear so much. Now it looked close to falling apart. "What have I done?" she thought, cradling Davy in her arms, consoling him. The realization hit her like a wave, the weight of her actions traumatizing poor little Davy. His last connection to whoever left him lay in tatters. The bear's secret was gone, and with it, his life would never be the same again. Julie decided to sit him down on the dryer and she started undressing. She then removed his diaper. "Come on, Davy. You can take a nice long warm bath with Mommy. You love that, and I got a secret to reveal. Mommy's nipples have started making milk just for you, my little man," Julie said as she prepared the bath. David could only look at Julie in all her glory. He considered telling her the truth, but dismissed that right away. Even if he could convince her and get his former boss to give him the aging serum, David would be locked up in prison for his crimes soon after. Julie would be harmed beyond anything that he'd done so far. "I'm truly Davy now. Julie is my mommy," he thought, and held out his arms when the bath was ready. He eagerly embraced her nude body, feeling her soft breasts and the warmth of her skin. The journey he had embarked on was far from over, and David got his wish to always be near Julie, trapped in a semi-fantasy and nightmare of being her adopted infant son. His love for her now twisted to that between a mother and son. David knew that he could never let her see his darker side ever again. He'd have to be a good little boy growing up. He'd have to change for Julie so that she never suspect him being the man she once knew.